I'm at the studio and I gotta leave for Smurf, but I figured while I'm gone, why not set a printer going? So check this out. This is the Bambu Lab H2C, and I've got two AMS 2 Pros up top and an AMS HT right there, and I've got a print going. Let me show you. It's 3 days, 15 hours. Okay, and up here I've got like a pinky, an orangey, and a yellow, and up here blue, red, gray, black, and then I've got white over here. This is hooked up to the left nozzle, and the reason I did that is because white would easily get polluted with other colors. So the white's on the left nozzle, and these 7 are on the vortex system on the right side. I'm gonna catch my flight, and then I guess when I get back, we'll see how the print is. See you in the UK. Hey everybody, welcome to 3D Printing Nerd Studios, of course, proudly powered by PCB Way, PCBs, CNC, and 3D printing. It's all at PCBWay.com. And what we're doing is 3D printing today because as I was in the UK for the Sanjay Mortimer RepRap show, I had a 3.5-day print going on the Bambu Lab H2C. Let's get it off the build plate and let's check it out. First though, I'm in what's affectionately known as the work hoodie. This is what I wear when I travel. You know, I want to look good on camera, so just a moment. We get to put on the nice one, but this does give me an opportunity to show you this really cool 3D printed hanger that I did. And if you want to see a video on it, let me know, but that is friggin' fantastic. Okay, awesome. Oh, it's so good. Oh, just holding it in your hands is so freaking cool. Here it is. This is from Nostalgic 3D Models. There's a link down below. I'm just too excited to talk about this because this modeler creates some really cool models that mash up some of the things that I've loved from my childhood or from growing up. Here's Pac-Man and the Ghosts on an NES cartridge. Here is the purge block. It's not bad. Not bad.
Pretty good.
Now with the H2C, you are still having to purge each of the nozzles to regulate the pressure before printing to get the best possible outcome. You can try to change settings in order to make it so you don't need that, but you know, using this is going to give you the best opportunity for having a good, proper, nice quality print. And boy, imagine the amount of printer poop that would be at the bottom if I used a single nozzle system. It would just be extraordinary. This was also done at 0.12 layer height. I am astonished. Like it looks really good. You can kind of see where some of the black kind of came through. Looks like it may have dragged it. Also, one of the supports or two of the supports fell. You can kind of see right here, it's got some supports that they're kind of attached, but kind of not. I really wanted to just kind of do a stress test of the machine, a long-term print, 3 days, 15 hours, quite long. And I think it did banger of a job, but still there are those little nitpicky things that I think could be better. Let's get the supports off, right? Because this is cool. Would you look at this absolutely incredible print? It's not perfect, but the issues in the print aren't going to keep me from displaying it. I'm just happy. But wait, no, that's not the only model that I wanted to print because Nostalgic 3D Prints has a bunch of these things jumping out of cartridges that I want to have. And the next one that I want to print is from my childhood. I owned this game. I played this game. It's Duck Hunt. It's the Duck Hunt dog holding the dead duck that you shot with your light zapper on the original NES system. Oh man, it is cool. Before we do that though, let's talk about how I went about printing 8 colors on the H2C behind me because the Vortex system has 6 nozzles and the left nozzle makes it 7 in total, but I used 8 colors. So let me show you. You get handheld me backstage here in the blue, but you can see there's 2 AMS systems on top, A and B, left and right, 1 and 2, whatever you want to call it. each one has some filaments. That's got 4. This has 3. And there's a left nozzle here, but that's hooked up to the AMS HT. So in order to do that, you use a 4-in-1 PTFE adapter. The 2 PTFE tubes coming in are from the 2 different AMS systems, and then the one going out goes in the H2C. And you can pick it, and it shows you which filaments are in each one. It just knows. The H2C is pretty smart, so when you tell it you have more than one AMS system hooked up to a nozzle, it just figures it out. It's cool. With the H2C properly set up with 8 colors, what I want to do now is feed in the Duck Hunt cartridge model. I have sized this one up to 150% scale because larger is better. And rather than a 0.12 layer height, I'm not flying across the pond. I went with a 0.16 layer height because that should be fine. It's a little over 2 days to print it. Have a look. Just over 2 days later, you get a purge block that looks like that, and you get this. This is Duck Hunt. And remember, the little Easter egg was the NES controller on port 2 could control one of the ducks moving. It was a wonderful experience. Man, I'm gonna go look for one because I would love to play that again. But check out this model. This is absolutely stellar. This looks exactly like how I would expect. Look at the dog. Look at the duck just jumping out. So quality-wise, I think it's there. There's a little bit of black blending in with the green right here that I wasn't expecting. Black blending in with the white as well. The white might be a little bit too translucent for what I'm attempting. The browns look great though. This is a great model. I need to get the supports off. Just like before, there are supports on this that are used to hold up the model, but when you look at it straight on, you're not gonna be able to see them, or at least you're not gonna be able to see them very well. Oh, I just noticed. So right there, it looks like supports failed on the ear, so it's not perfect back there. I can tell if I put my fingers back there, I can feel it. As with any 3D model, if you want the wisps to kind of go away, you can hit it with a torch. I've of course got my Hacksmith lightsaber blade, and it works a treat. And you're good to go. Super duper happy with this one.
It's epic, bro.
I couldn't stop there because there was one model that just reached deep into my soul, and it was a cartridge from a Super Nintendo with Link from the Legend of Zelda jumping out of it. This, of course, being the SNES classic Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Classic game. But if I could tell you a quick story before that, the original NES had the Legend of Zelda, and it was a gold cartridge. I remember as a kid, the local Kmart had it, but we had to kind of save up for it, so we put it on layaway. I remember my dad coming home from work one day, and in his briefcase was a little ticket saying that they had paid off the layaway and we could go to the store and get the cartridge. And I still remember there was a local number for the game counselors for Nintendo based in Redmond, Washington. And I remember I was stuck on a certain part of Legend of Zelda, and they didn't tell me how to solve it, but they gave me hints and clues so I could solve it myself. Those were the good days. I'm in a glass case of emotion. So with that in mind, I wanted to print out this incredible cartridge, and I got a special delivery. Vishal over at Sliceworks sent over one of his plates for the H2C. Even at 150% scale, 0.16 layer height, we were looking at more than 3 days of printing. Totally worth it. I am beyond words excited for this. It came off the plate easily once I got the plate out of the machine. Usually if you lift a corner on a plate, the model pops up. Not with that Sliceworks plate. That is incredible. Thank you, Vishal, for sending that over. I envision a lot of multi-day prints on the H2C with that plate in. Temper your excitement here because there are some issues.
Just wait.
But first, just check it out. That is the SNES Classic
The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. 8 colors on the Bambu Lab H2C. That is Link. When it was printing, I noticed that there were some problems. The tip of the sword actually supported well, but on the handle of the sword right here, supports failed, so it was attempting to print in midair. In the grand scheme of things, while it is a problem, this is a failed print. We don't have an issue. Let me get the supports off. And there we go. Look at all three of these nostalgic 3D prints. I'm a member of their Patreon, and these are just incredible. I am beyond happy with them. Now, they're not perfect, and they do showcase print problems that unfortunately occurred during the print, but again, if I'm happy with them, that's, I think, what matters. Being able to use new technology to remember the past is cool. It's cool. I love it. Oh, before I forget, I owed you guys a look at the purge. So that's the ground underneath the H2C, and this is the purge for all 3 models. It's not that bad. It's actually a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. I'll put a link to nostalgic 3D prints down in the description. And if this is of interest to you, I really think you're going to enjoy the models that they put out. This is just shy of 10 days of 3D printing, but the waste is minimal. And the time, I think, in this case, totally worth it. Thanks for watching. If you made this far, you're awesome. Don't forget to hug each other more. Fight for cause you believe in. Print all the nostalgic things. And as always, high five.